120. Okay. So, actually, so I'm gonna drag this up here. All right. So, like for instance, when you add, say you just added this in there, right? You can like drown it in reverb. So like you might, let's do, I'm gonna try using number factory plugins. So we're gonna do reverb, fruity EQ, and don't FL Studio have like a I don't know if it does or does. Okay, so down here. So you can drown it in reverb, right? Let's see. Do it like this. Right? You might add either that or something like just modulation. I'm gonna reverb up. And you might like, now it can be a vocal or anything. The point I'm making as far as like adding another sample or something, or even an instrument that you play, whatever you choose. It's complete freedom control. Just adding it in there and like making it like very background based. So like you can either do it like that, or if you got RC20, you have like different ones. I'm just gonna show you using presets. So like you can do, maybe, is it drunken bass set? Drunken bass set might work too. And then it's just like boom, then you throw that in there with your drums. And then it's like, well, throw that in there with your chords, your drums, your other instruments, and it's like boom. Now it gives it like a more fuller sound. This one might even work right here. In the bathroom might work. So like just freaking it out. Even if I call it freaking it out when you freak out samples. Even with murder melodies. Those tunes. It has things like dark and low. So you might do something like this. Or like this. Or something like this. And it's just like you just using it not necessarily like for anything else, but to like add like a thickness to your track. And you want it to move. That's why I use the flanger, because you do want it to like be moving, like kind of want to just be moving. Whatever you use, whether it's a vocal or a guitar or some sample, whatever it is, when you make it, I do recommend like getting RC20 and Murder Melody. These are my two favorite. And of course, you got Lo-Fi Mellow as well with Arterial. But these are my two favorites as far as like freaking a sample in the most easy way possible. Like you gon' cause it technically has everything. RC20, Murder Melody actually has a little bit more than RC20 because you can even reverse the sample if you want. So like Murder Melody is like RC20 and all these other plugins and Lo-Fi Mellow. It's all of them in one. It's specifically designed to freak samples or flip samples. That's what it's specifically designed for. So just things like that. Just add that like extra thickness. I call it into track. I think you already got the vibe down packed. You know the vibe. Like you know how to get that R&B feel. Add a little thickness on there, and you'll be good. And like I said, as far as like just selling beats and stuff go, that that depends on how things go. And you got a good producer name too. Your producer name is actually really catchy. But you got the vibe though. It's not like you ain't got it. Definitely got it. Like I said, just keep uploading for like a year and see how things go. Like I said, with the whole YouTube thing and type beats, it's a little weird. It's a little strange to me right now. But see where it takes you. I know new channels usually do better than older channels anyway. So it's a F. What's your question? If you still there, what's your question? I think my connection is going out because it's raining. Just started storming. It looks like. If I have a sample of a bass playing an E note, how will I change the note for that sample? Do you mean like if I had an 808 that's in a certain key? Okay. So do you mean like this 808? I know what I did. So this 808 is an E. So are you saying like how do you get this to be in a different key? That an E? Because if you asking like since the sample is in E, the only thing you can really do is well technically you could still change it, but it's not gonna sound good since it. So this is what you do. Are you aware on tuning your sample, your bass? So like with this 808, I did this, and then right here, because I know the 808 is in an E, I tuned it right here. So like at first, it was on the C. So it's technically out of tune. But if I switch it to the E, it's in tune. If that's the case, let's say that you have it on an E note. As long as it's in tune, you can always change the note. So like if it's in E, if I have it tuned, I can always just bring it to a C. If that's what you're talking about. Or unless you're doing it like this. Hold on. And even if you're still doing it like this, you could still go back and just change it. Like if I just drag it out like this, I can just double click on it and do the same thing. See? E. Root note would be E. Do add to key and things like that. If this is what you're talking about itself. Oh, with the sample being in track like that. I mean, you can still adjust it as long as it's in tune. Now, the issue you might run into, so like I could just readjust it to this. We'll see. Or now let me switch it back to an E. Hear the difference? That's because I changed the key of the sample. So like I'm gonna play it again. E. Then C. Two different keys. This case, the tune to this sample, this is a F sharp minor. So I might do it like this, technically for this. And hold on, let me go a little bit lower than that. Right here. That's too high. Yeah, nah, I do like this one. This is basically what you want to do. Now, well, you said it was a bass. I do recommend always like sampling though, like so you can have total autonomy. So like the other one that I showed you, like this one, right? So you have more control if you drag it in like this, then do it. You'll have more control. And then like with this, all I have to do is just put it there on any one of these notes and it'll work for the most part. Like if I put it on this C, I do always recommend doing it like that. Tuning it, putting it in there, and then you put it right back in. Like with the MIDI. Pull it back. Put it right in the track. And you can edit it. It do, but this is just me just showing how to flip samples for the most part. I don't really make beats as much anymore. It's just like I just want samples and be like, hey, y'all want these samples? Or like if I played it with this. All right, guys. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, join the Discord. I promise you, it's a lot of amazing producers and artists in that Discord. And all we do is collaborate, create samples, and drop a bunch of. So, and to get started, also. Oh, appreciate it, bro. No problem. I'm trying to be more proactive. How I used to be in the community, but you know, get married and stuff. Things don't go. It's never the same. But yeah, I promise you, the Discord group, a lot of amazing people in there. Just reach out to people, talk to them. People drop samples, beats, music, whatever it is to collaborate. And I always pop in once in a while and drop samples as well. Let me. I think I had the Discord invite right here. I'm gonna pop that Discord invite into Twitch as well. I think I just sent it to YouTube. A lot of amazing people in that group. So just come and join. Kick it with people, talk to people. It's a lot going on in there. And yeah, about to dip out. Have a good evening.